Oh shit. Oh.
Good morning, all. It's me, Star Mother, and here's where I stand. Join again with my lovely hosts, TT Vaughn and Kay. Let's
Hey
get it
there,
down.
everyone.
Let's get done with it. Ooh. I'm
And-
shaking my titties for the viewers at home who don't
oh.
got visual. You gotta shake
Oh.
some to make some.
You don't even want
Ooh.
to know that.
If I look scared and like a cat, it's because thunder and lightning is happening where I am. So I'm like, I
Was it
freeze
over
when.
95 degrees?
Yes, it was. How did you know?
Because for some reason, when I made the connection when I was in Baltimore that anytime it gets over 95 degrees, it's probably going to be a thunderstorm
Hmm.
fairly soon,
Well,
especially
we
the
have a.
humidity.
Oh yeah, we have a front that's coming through. So it's 90. It was 95 degrees today. Guess what the high is going to be tomorrow?
100.
72 degrees with a low of 47. You're like,
Oh,
what? Yeah,
oh.
it's some weird weather coming through, but I'll take it as someone going through or having gone through menopause. I'll take whenever cool weather will cool your cooch because it's hot. What? You find menopause funny? Wait till it happens to you, girl. Wait till it happens to you.
What's going to happen to me? Nothing.
I
Well,
firmly
nothing to
believe.
her. Me,
I firmly believe
I go
men
through
do
my
go through a
cycle, and I'm
menopause.
currently in ovulation.
We'll see. There you go. Ovulation. Shoot.
No, no,
I
I
believe.
specifically am going through my ovulation. I hit my period in about 3 weeks. Two,
Mm,
2 to 3
it's
weeks.
I'm sick of
periods
you.
are the worst. That is one thing I don't miss about menopause.
People are going to start
Is
questioning shit now. They're going to be like, is he serious? Are they serious? Because
Well,
all
I
that in your
am. I
comments.
always am.
what
I
is
I
know
say
you
this
are.
at
this?
work in front of military members,
Of
officers.
course you did.
This coochie talk.
That's
All
that
right.
suffices, though.
Not this coochie talk.
Yeah, she tight as hell. She very tight-lipped, but damn it, do she talk? She got problems. She got issues. She be singing a black girl song.
Mm. Well, I'm
Hmm.
lucky. My coochie was pretty is pretty obedient. Never really had a whole
You
lot of
should be singing
problems.
WAP.
My
Mine?
coochie? Which one? Which look how you both lit
I
up.
was
Which
making I was making I was making for color girls who consider suicide and the rainbow is enough reference. But WAP is also an option she could be singing.
Oh, I
Mm-mm.
hate that song. It's so bad. I'm sorry. It is.
I
It's not a
love
good
it.
song. It's just a provocative song. It's not a good song.
The
I've
provocateur.
heard much more illicit provocative songs, but I definitely had fun with WAP
Yeah,
because it
not
gives
as
me just
catchy.
enough.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, but
Some
WAP
provocative
definitely.
songs are just not as catchy. WAP is catchy. Anything she does
Yes.
is pretty catchy. You know, she's that
Are we
type
talking about
person.
Cardi or are we talking about Megan? Are we talking about Por qué no
Or
los dos?
aren't they both on WAP?
Yeah, they are.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's Cardi's
I think it's
song.
Cardi's song. It's just Megan
Hmm.
featuring.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but like
Yeah.
Megan is within the whole music video, so at no point do you really ever. It's kind of like one of those rich baby daddy moments.
I'd rather hear
Sure, it's
bongos.
Who?
that's fair.
I like bongos better than WAP.
Bongos, really?
Yeah,
It's okay. It's a bop.
it's a better song. Yeah.
All of them are a bop. I
Yeah,
don't. I don't.
I just think about rich baby daddy and how like it's Drake's song, but it's not his song.
He's got more features on it than Drake.
He's got. I remember for SZA. I remember it for fucking Sexy Red. I didn't even know the song was fucking Drake's until I had to look at the thing and search for it my damn self.
Mm.
It'd be like
Bend
that.
that ass over, let that coochie breathe,
Let
shake
that
He
that
coochie
also
ass.
breathe.
Drake
Let
also
that.
I think he either wrote Heated or he had a part in writing Heated from Beyonce. I have no clue, but he was
Oh
involved in
really?
something. Yeah,
Hmm.
I just
Oh,
want the industry to
yesterday
start
was
seeing that Drake.
your
Oh, cool.
lady of Beyonce's birthday.
you're a lady as if you didn't
Yes,
go to
How old
her
is she?
concert
About
either.
40,
She's 44.
44, 44. That sounds about right. 44. Go ahead.
she
I'm sorry.
still
Start from the.
she still look like she's 32. She
Hmm.
could pass for 28. Not saying that she looks old, but like I know well enough. I know what a black 40s looks like, and it usually looks like the people's 30s or late 20s.
Yeah, well, of course, because she's got a lot of money. She compared to people in her group, like and I know you're gonna hate this, but like a Kim Kardashian, she's doing good. She's
Oh
looking
yeah.
like early 30s because Kim is starting to look like what do they say? Skin pulled over a knee. That's what we're getting with Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian. Like we didn't.
Wax fruit.
Yeah, stop it with the plastic surgery before.
You just
Before.
gotta let that thing. Sometimes you just gotta let it settle for a while. Let the
Yeah,
skin actually get
Like,
old, so that way you have something to pull.
there you go. Unless you're Kris Jenner, then you come out with that whole new face
girl,
and
people
you
were
take
saying like,
pictures.
oh, Beyonce was like, oh, Beyonce's not dancing that much on this tour, and then she's like, oh yeah, because she had knee
Beyonce
surgery.
tired. Shit,
And
Beyonce
first of all, even
tired.
if she's not dancing, she's still doing more than what most girls are up there doing. Like, did
She's
anybody
doing
see
more
that
than
clip?
what male artists ever do.
Did y'all see that clip
Mm,
of Fifth Harmony that got back together? Well, not Fifth Harmony, the Fourth Harmony. They got back together for like a hot minute, and they were all doing choreography, and we looking at like,
I don't even know who Fifth Harmony is,
you don't
but
even bother. They were
but I
they
will
weren't that
say,
good as a group, and they weren't that memorable.
mm, I will say Beyonce does put on a good show. But I mean, she's mid 40s. Sorry, mid
She's
40s.
44, and she's still doing it the way that she's doing it.
Yes, and
That
she's
has
been
to be she's
touring like almost every 2 years. Like,
not only that, like it's not like she's doing like easy choreography. Nope,
no,
she's still always on beat.
yeah, she's still
She's
doing
always
some
catching it.
choreography. So, I
She's
mean,
doing all that after 3 kids and
right.
having multiple businesses to deal with,
Yeah.
and
And a
just
husband.
like having. And she's
In
also keeping
any
her private life incredibly private, which is not something you
incredibly
passively
private.
do. That's
We don't
something
know
you have to
details, but we
And
think
actively
it.
if
do.
any of you
Yeah.
hoes out there watching have been to a Mariah Carey concert, you can't say shit. That broad don't
Oh,
move.
because the lambs out there be loving like, oh Mariah, oh my god, the
Mariah, I
champagne and the
love her,
gold
but that
hair. Like,
broad
girl,
don't
like, come on
move.
now. Two steps to the
A
front. That's
Mariah
it.
Carey concert. A Mariah Carey concert is the same thing as a Summer Walker concert. You came to hear somebody sing. You did not come here to see somebody perform. There's a difference.
Now with
The
SZA,
reverse of that is if you pay to go see a J-Lo concert, you didn't pay to see somebody sing.
sing,
You came to
Jada
see
someone
somebody move their
dance.
ass.
That's it.
Como
She
se
could
dice, move that ass, bitch.
she could be lip syncing on that stage. I wouldn't give a shit as long as she can still kick and twirl. That's all y'all care about.
Shake that
Yeah,
ass,
because
bachata.
that's what she worked so hard to be able to do, and that's what she continues to do. I think she's a better movie artist than she is a singer, and even then, I give her a B+ on her best day.
I was gonna say that's
That's
a firm
questionable.
right. That's a firm statement that she's a
She
better.
may have had like a good like Enough was a good movie. I'll give it that. Enough with
Was that the
early
one
early days
where
when she
she
had the
was
little
being
bob cut.
abused and
Yes.
she? Yes, that was her best.
That was a good
I
one.
remember watching that in college, and I was like, "Yep, that's the height of
But
her career right there."
the continuous slur of rom-coms where she keeps getting pregnant in them for some reason. I'm like, girl, why you keep doing the same movie over and over
Yeah,
again?
the rom coms were.
Yeah, like I said, a B+ on her best day.
Like, and then she did a movie with
She
Viola
usually stay
Davis.
around
I'm
a
like,
C+
this.
at
I
best.
was gonna say you grading on a curve.
So a little bit of house cleaning before we keep getting into this. Number one, this is a mid-season finale for us. We're
But
going to
you
be
said
taking.
mean. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, go ahead. Just vintage. Go ahead.
We're going to be taking a small break. It's going to be a while, actually,
A hiatus.
for a couple of reasons. Number one, I will be incapacitated for about a good 3 weeks to next for a month.
Get well soon.
So
You
I
don't
will not
trust
be.
the talent to do the show without you. Get well soon.
I offered that, and y'all still say no.
I
I
didn't
don't
say
remember
that.
that offer being put on the table.
Whatever.
But the way the algorithm works, we love you. We really do, but we actually do need to keep making episodes. If we ever expect to get monetized, we got to keep making
I didn't
episodes.
remember that
All right,
offer
well,
being
I need to
on the
recover from what I'm
table.
going to be going through. Okay.
Can we come into the
Okay.
operating room and just like set up a mic and be like, it's fine, it's fine.
What the fuck?
You're
What?
doing great, honey. You're
You're
doing
doing
great.
great.
Allison.
Don't go into shock.
Okay, well, I will be going on a hiatus. They will continue to make this shit here. Okay, I will hand over all the
We'll
passwords.
figure
and
it
everything.
out.
They can do it.
We'll figure it. We'll figure it out. We're a trio, so we'll figure it out.
Yes, I will be incapacitated after the 18th. I will be having some work done.
She's
Not
gonna
anything.
come back looking like skin and bones.
Not
those
now, but about 3
cheekbones
years. Yes.
will be carved. You'll be able to cut meat on that clavicle.
Oh yes, my clavicle started coming back again. I can feel it right now.
Oh,
It happens. When I had surgery like that, my clavicle came back, and like in pictures, you could cut meat on it. I mean, literally could run it right there on the clavicle.
So
Thin slices.
it'll be a bit sparse. We may come back for another episode here and there, but we will take some time off anyway. We usually do anyway. We just take like a month or so off just to retool and just let life happen. So for right now, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. This is gonna be the last one for right now. Hopefully, that second half of this, we can probably have some more people on. Have Phoenix come back. If
Mhm.
CKC isn't still looking for it. Oh wait, I'm gonna say that.
Drop in the comments who you'd like to see us have on when we come back from
Or
our
if you know somebody that you think we
hiatus.
should bully, I think maybe we should get Alan.
Who?
Maybe we should bring Alan
Why?
because we can mute him and then
I
keep
rather
talking.
I rather deal with Trey.
Do y'all know where Alan is? I haven't heard from Alan in
No,
like forever.
not at all.
I haven't been to Zoom calls in a hot minute. So
He
I
hasn't
have.
been in those, so I don't know.
Mm, maybe
We
he
could
don't
have
got no money.
ooh,
we could have Ian on.
Yes,
Get the
he,
and he
international
don't inherently
perspective.
have to.
he
Don't
can white
inherently
explain
have to
to
mute.
us.
He can what?
He can white
He
explain
can
to
white
us.
explain.
He could white explain. He could white
I can hear him
explain.
defending himself in the chat now.
Mm-hmm.
He can white explain
Mm-hmm.
everything to us
And talking over everybody or attempting to. I could see it.
and try to tell us what anthropomorphic means.
Yeah, you're gonna hold on to that forever, aren't you?
Yes, because basically like nobody knew what the fuck that meant. Whatever.
Yeah, so Ian would be a good guest to have on.
Yeah.
Who else? Za would be a good Zay. Maybe we'll get his name
Zaquan.
right. We'll get his name right eventually.
Oh
And
god, it's the Quan. Like goddamn.
I
Like
don't
I
know
got corrected
why
by that
when I
so
see
much.
it, I just freeze and I'm like choice. Zaquan, Zaquan.
He
Like,
knows we love him, so that's
I
shout
do,
out
I
to
do, I do.
shout out to
Yeah.
our boy.
So there's a lot of people who would be fun, I think, would to interact with us. But
Well,
yeah, let us know who you think
when you
would be
guys
good.
take over, y'all can make that decision. You and booking over here.
Oh, not booking. Hmm. And then we could expand it outside of just our little group. There's some queer content creators, that I've seen on the TikTok and the Instagram. We could ask them,
The fuck
hey,
did you just call it?
the
The
TikTok.
tiki talk.
Hey,
Tiki talkie took.
the TikTok, TikTok, you don't stop to the TikTok. This is how my life. I wanna sex you up. When you get a certain age, every phrase starts to send off music that you used to dance to when you were younger. Sorry, y'all don't know that song.
I'm in my 20s and I already do that. I've been doing that since I was like a teen. Actually,
Really?
no,
You
I
should
was
be in
16.
your 30s by now. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not there yet. Not there yet. I
Ooh,
don't know if I look forward to it or not. The only thing I'm looking forward to is singing out loud. Will I get married before I turn 30? Damn it, it didn't happen. Or yes, I did. I can't wait to be able to have an
Speaking
answer to that.
speaking of 30th birthdays, I was talking to my sister the other week, and she reminded me of my 30th birthday and how I gave everybody a gift and also wrote a little letter in it. And she kept talking about how Star Mother was crying in the corner.
I thought that was a genuine
I'm an
moment.
emotional bitch. What?
My sister
What?
was like, "He's just over in the corner shivering right now."
Not shivering. Not
Like she also,
shivering.
everybody also has to remember how it is, how dramatic it is for me to get over to Ken because it's not an easy journey. That is driving 3 hours north on the 95,
It
fighting for my
is.
fucking life.
And
I
so
thought
I
that was
wrote
a
all,
very
and I
touching moment.
and I told the story before. I wrote everybody a letter, a note, and everything. Except one person took a lot of effort to make. But
Well,
and I wrote everybody one. And my sister goes, "Oh my god, he's over there crying."
But that's the effect that you wanted. You wanted someone to feel it, and they felt it. And I think that's very nice. I think
do,
that's a
I still
very
have what happened.
oh no, I was just gonna ask, like, would she have rather I not cried? Whether I like,
No, I wasn't expecting anybody to cry. I still have what I wrote down, but I'm not gonna read it out because it was private.
because it's personal. Yeah, don't read
I
out
can read
personal.
LaShawn's though.
oh,
LaShaw's was funny. I
If you
literally,
ever write a personal note to me, please don't read it out loud.
I'll recite one line of what I said in there. I said,
Mm.
"LaShawn, you're so sweet. You make me have diabetes."
Oh.
Our, he may not necessarily be vanilla, but damn it, He act like it.
So the notes really captured certain aspects of people that you liked. That's
Yep.
very touching. That's very
I
nice.
mentioned him being a fairy. I
Mm.
mentioned everybody had like, it was a little personal to each person.
Yeah, those are the best notes. I don't think I've ever really gotten a handwritten note from someone. So that wait, no, I have. Well, it wasn't a nice note. Let's put it that way. I've gotten handwritten notes, but they weren't like heartfelt niceties. So yeah,
I
that's kind
used
of
to write
nice.
people letters. The only reason
You
why I
do?
stop is usually like going to the post office becomes a chore after a while
Sure does.
to
Hmm.
either pick up the response and or just to send it off. But I do actually love writing people letters. It's one of my
Well,
niche things.
I was listening to something on PRX or NPR, and they were talking about the lost art of letter writing. That people need to get back into letter writing because it's true. If you don't write letters, you won't get letters.
Yeah.
So you should write letters. Write me a letter. I
You'll have to
have.
send me your address after
I will.
this, but I'll do it.
I'll do. I used to drop people postcards from like travel. I love dropping
Mm.
postcards, but I wouldn't write too much on it. I'd be like, "Hey, what's up,
Mm. See, the
Tokyo?"
thing is, actually, no, the funniest part about it is, and my best friend can attest to this, I spent over $300, $300+ on stationery. I still
Oh,
have
you're
it to this day because
serious?
yeah, I did not use it. I need to use it. So I should be writing letters to
Yes.
like justify the purchase I made
Makes
back in
sense.
2021. No, no.
Especially if you do, can you do
2019.
calligraphy? Oh my God. Like, we've got an old timey letter from Star Mother. Greetings,
I,
friends. It has been
and I mean,
far
that's,
too long since.
yep. I got them wax stamps and everything for the
And
back of it.
seals?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you my address. Go ahead and do that. You will get
You want one, Ken, for
nothing.
when you're in recovery?
Oh
Dearest
yeah.
Ken, it's been
Dennis, Dennis.
24 years.
If you send me a limerick, I'm gonna send you something
I
real harsh
look
back.
forward to our
Wait, what did
encounters
I do?
together.
Sorry that I care. I write you a letter, a handwritten letter that you can keep for always and
Dearest Ken,
eternity.
this is your love star mother. War.
Love Star
War it never
Mother.
changes.
Oh
I here in Japan on duty. That would be so cute.
my
Actually,
god.
no, that's really funny because I get duty often enough where it's just like, yeah, no, I probably could I could bust out 3 to 6 letters. In boot camp,
There you
I was pushing out like 7 to 10 letters a week. I was going through Sam,
Oh, boot
the
camp.
U.S.
You people
Post
are
Office, and
sorry in boot camp. Every man I've dated in boot camp becomes like Hemingway, writing like these prose. And as soon as they get out of boot camp, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't writing no letters.
no, I continued to do it, but it was more so like I needed. So before I joined boot camp, like I had been getting hazed and bullied and all that stuff. So like when I got there, not much really changed except I no longer had a support group that I knew.
Mhm.
Like I have the guy to my left and my right to me who like are going through the same experience as me, but I'm femme.
Mm.
I'm the only femme one in my platoon. There was another gay dude who just literally he wouldn't have known
I
it
was
if
about to say
nobody
you
had
wouldn't be
said
the
it.
only gay one though, but
It
you
was
probably be the only femme
right,
one.
more mask presenting. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
There's some punks and sissies got to do that. Sorry to
Oh
yeah,
interrupt.
there's
yeah.
always going to be some.
Yeah.
There's always
Yeah.
at least one. It's just a matter of how well do they play the role that they're trying to
Oh
be
no,
Right.
speaking.
perceived for.
I know we're having a conversation about this, but speaking of something like straight people, to anybody who watches this who is straight, I get it that y'all all of a sudden discovered what punk and everything means and calling people sissies and shit. But let's be clear, it does not sound right coming out of y'all mouths. I'm sorry. I get that y'all want to because y'all don't use it. Y'all use it as a derogatory remark to be offensive, and some of us use it as just a funny saying to someone. Like,
So back in the day, when I was a teenager, a kid, we used to call people punks. I think I said this before. You punk? What the fuck? But it was just like a
yeah,
general
like
sort of.
it depends. But like when you're talking about it with a gay person, you're like, oh, they got punk. Like just watching this video, like, oh my god, the punks is taking over Red Dress Run. I'm like, sis, you're still sitting at home though.
Hmm.
If you wanted to
Was Red
reclaim
Dress
this for
Run
what
not for the punks?
I'm like, sis, you're sitting at home right now. If you wanted to reclaim this for women or for the straight people, y'all not troping your asses down to New Orleans to do that. Y'all still sitting at home.
It's just like with
So
Mental Health
Mhm.
Awareness Month. You care
Right.
about it so much whenever
Well, what
somebody
are you
else's
doing?
time, but y'all don't do nothing. Y'all don't organize. Y'all don't make
yeah,
community.
y'all
So I
don't
don't know what
create
we're
no
doing.
type of like people actually would praise you if you did that. If you just
Yeah.
didn't say, "Oh, we're doing this to combat Pride Month," I'm like,
Yeah.
just fucking do
Well, I
it. No
mean,
one's
yeah.
like, come
People
on.
like you said, Star Mother, with men's health awareness, nothing like a man like broadcasting on a like a woman's channel or in a woman's space. Like y'all ain't do nothing for men's mental health awareness month, and it's like, what are we
I
supposed
shouldn't
to do? That
have.
is your
Man,
month.
you
That's
do
That's
your, yeah,
got it.
that's your
your
month.
month. What
The
do
fuck is
It's
wrong
just
you
with
like,
you?
do? But you have men
like
that
I
do
get it
that.
for one thing when it comes to fathers. Maybe it's because of Father's Day and like everybody expected, like fathers will expect somebody to do something for them. My
What
dad
have
just
you
wanted peace
done
and
for others?
quiet.
But what have you
Yeah,
done? You know, the reason why mothers are lauded on Mother's Day is because mothers do everything. So they
yeah.
should be lauded. You know, a lot of times, and I'm not saying all fathers, but a lot of fathers don't do as much. So you don't get as much. So yeah,
Yeah.
so if you're walking around all toffee nose about nobody took me to brunch, when's the last time you took somebody to brunch? When's the last time
When
you
was it?
invested in your kids?
I be like this. We could take mom to a drag brunch. She gonna be cool. If you take your ass to a drag brunch, you gonna have a fucking problem. That's the reason why nobody take your ass to brunch.
And then on top of that,
Picky.
Father's Day isn't during any particular like sports season, so it's not like I can just take you to a random game.
Right. I can't take you to just some bar and just sit there and drink. Like, what's the point in that?
But also too,
I,
you hit on something very important. Why can't you broaden your interest? If mom can broaden her interest, if you took mom to a baseball game or a football game or something, she'd be like, oh, okay, it's not my preferred event, but okay, you know. But I can't do that with men. You know, you're that damn picky that you can't go to a fashion show, or you
What's
can't
like?
go
What do
to
you want to go to a strip club?
you can't go to a Lady Gaga concert or something like that. You know, something
like I
that
can't. I'm here trying to bond with you, connect with you, and my efforts are looked at as mute. Whereas a mom is just happy to be appreciated because Lord
I'm
knows
just
it's so
happy to
hard for
be
women to
here.
be appreciated.
Most
Right.
mothers love drag queens. They'd be surprised.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most mothers love most things that you do. I'm happy to be here because I'm happy to bond with you. You know, now I
Hmm.
mean, there's some limitations where it's like, no, didn't want to come to this BDSM show, but you know, other than that, pretty cool. You know,
Listen,
it's just
sometimes some mothers just want the best gift in the world is to be left the fuck alone.
just to be
Yeah,
left the fuck alone.
there, because that's how my dad is when it came to Father's Day. When I was growing up, it's just like I don't want to do nothing, and then on top of that, I was little, so it's just like anything we do, I have to pay for anyways. I prefer just to not do nothing today.
Yeah,
That's the
I'm
and
like,
best
Mike,
appreciation
do you
y'all
want
could
some
do.
food? I can cook you a plate.
that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. But yeah, I think, you know, men need to kind of grow up with things and, you know, kind of find that commonality with people who are trying to find commonality with you. And you'd be surprised then what people will want to do. I mean, up until a couple of years ago, people didn't give men flowers. We'll come to find out, you know, men are like, I like flowers. So why didn't you say something, motherfucker? You'd been getting flowers long before that. Give
Mhm.
flowers, get flowers. Grow the fuck up.
It really, you have to, men need to start speaking their needs agnostic to how they will be perceived by their peers. Because really, the bigger problem with giving men flowers is it what one of the bigger marks that I can feel like was a like a big hump over it was just the fact that like he didn't want to be seen as weak or as like that he was gay or feminine, and it's just like, but you wanted flowers, no?
That you
You're
want to
real
flower.
happy. You acting real tough, but I can see you like putting the flowers in a vase right now.
That's
You
my
cussing
dad.
me out while you going to go put these flowers
My
in a vase.
dad at 80, I started giving him flowers in his 70s, and he will ask for them now when his birthday comes around. Where's my balloon and flowers? Oh, I
I mean,
didn't.
my father's
I
passed on now, so I ain't
got
gotta
you
worry
a
about that
cake. I
stuff.
didn't know you wanted balloon and flowers. Yes, I want balloon and flowers. So balloon and flowers, I go get you. You know.
Oh, how do you order somebody a random bouquet in the States? I should do that
I
to
need
my
to figure
dad.
out
Oh, you're gonna order somebody flowers?
I'm gonna order my dad some flowers. We haven't
Oh,
talked in a while, and I had a dream where he had died, and I
oh
kind of
yeah.
had to. It was a really weird dream because I got forced to just go to work. Like I was literally in the situation where it's just like, yeah, no, but hey, can you take me to work? And I'm like, I guess like I gotta go to work anyway, so that way I can start dealing with the paperwork for this shit. But okay, fine. It was a
Mm,
lot. It was a lot. It
yeah.
was a very stressful dream.
Yeah, I
it.
hate stressful dreams. Send them flowers. That'll just make his day. I love sending people flowers, and they just kind of like I used to do things like that for my grandmother and my mother when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, because my dad didn't buy flowers for nobody. My dad wasn't a flower buying person, and my grandmother, she got married very young, so she never got flowers. So one of my favorite things to do was to buy a bouquet of flowers and to kind of play ding dong ditch. So you put the flowers in front of the door, ring the doorbell, and run. And so, you know, you kind of run down the edge of the block and you look and see if they come out and get it. And, you know, my grandmother would always come out and she'd bend down and pick up the flowers and she'd, you know, be walking around the house looking for who got the flowers. And you come in like 10, 15 minutes later, an hour later, and kind of ask what's going on, and you see the flowers sitting there, and she's like, somebody sent me flowers. And I was like, that's weird. Yeah, I just love
Yeah,
that.
that's weird. Okay.
That's so
I
sweet.
just did. I just thought that was so much fun. I don't know, it felt playful, and sometimes I like to be playful, especially especially with certain people that are open to that playfulness. Some people aren't open to that playfulness, but
Ain't that the truth?
if you're open to it.
Well, I wanted to let's start this off with something fun. I had
Mhm.
a new little segment.
Ooh.
Um, I was on Instagram and I saw this photo, and somebody had asked a question and said, "Which out of the four of these people is the most toxic?" And they were talking about a specific TV show, or was it the most toxic or the worst friend? And we can kind of do this with different things as well,
Mhm.
you know. And so I just thought this would be funny for us to discuss.
Mm.
Ooh.
Who's the most toxic of the four?
Who's either the worst friend or the most toxic, based off of their own situations throughout their
Tracy
lineage
Ellis
of the show.
Ross's character.
She's very.
Some
I
people
think
did say
she's very
Joan was
toxic.
a bad friend and toxic.
Yeah,
Some
with.
people said Maya.
I don't remember
Obviously,
them being that thin. I didn't realize
I
they were that thin
this is
on the
very very
show.
young. A lot of people
Because
said Tony because she's
I don't think
selfish.
Tony was a bad friend, but Tony definitely had tunnel vision. She was a
She
tunnel
was
Mm,
vision
very
friend.
selfish.
mm.
Lynn because she was a freeloader.
That doesn't make you a bad friend. That just means you're poor.
Lynn,
But she took advantage of people a lot.
yeah, she took advantage of people who allowed her to take advantage of them. So, I mean, I think there's some boundary issues there for some people. Um, you know who had her shit together? Maya had her shit
Yeah.
together. I respect that.
She
Um,
quit-
she throw up a
You
boundary
gonna
quick.
start mentioning her son's name
Say what?
every,
That was
every
my favorite.
time Tony got it wrong.
Mm.
Jamiroquai,
What was his?
Jamarcus,
What was his name?
Jamilaku,
Jacoby.
Jabubu.
No, what was his
Jacoby.
name? Was his name
Was it
Jacoby?
Jacoby?
No,
I thought it
Jabari.
was Jamar.
Jabari.
Jabari.
No, it's
Jabari.
Jabari. That's what it was.
Jabari.
It's like Jacoby. It's like Jabari.
You gonna stop getting my son's name
I even
wrong?
did it wrong
I
too.
did say it right. I love that running joke. That was my
And
favorite.
see, I mean, I guess I'm like Tony. I'm kind of dismissive of it. You know who I meant, girl.
I don't know. Looking at all of them, Joan does have a level of toxicity where it comes to like she just looks down upon everyone else around her
And she has to be in control. Oh my
because
gosh, she's the
she's
most
the
controlling
lawyer and
controller,
she has like the most success out of all of them. And like,
and she's
but
controlling.
yeah, it's like this friendship is like it's y'all good together, but y'all not good together.
It's an interesting friendship. It's thirst trap pictures. It's an interesting picture. Interesting group of friends that are coming together, but they do make it work with kind of acknowledging some of their limitations and their growth.
I think
I
William didn't help at all either.
he definitely
William
didn't
is
help.
yeah no William was
William,
such an enabler. Oh my
he was
god,
so.
no
I just
backbone.
realized how misogynistic he was too.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I mean, he was that person, that nice male person that you needed when you needed something moved or furniture, or you
yeah,
needed like a man for something, like to go buy a car. Like I think I want to take this man with me to buy a car. Like he had a role, you know what I mean? And he benefited greatly from being around four women and giving him perspective and things like that. I don't know why his relationship with Jill Scott didn't work out. What was the Jill Scott character's name?
oh, I don't remember. I didn't even remember Jill Scott was on this damn show.
Wasn't she on the show? Was she Williams? She met him at the bus stop. Who
Was
was the
she?
who?
I don't remember Jill Scott
Girl,
being on
now
the show. It
you
was somebody else. There was a lot of people on the show.
hold on. Now don't tell me I didn't confuse Jill Scott for somebody
I think
else.
Mackay Pfeiffer on this show.
Was Jill Scott on Girlfriends? Yes, she played Donna Williams in 2004. Scott appeared in several episodes playing Donna, a love interest to main character William Dent Reggie Hayes. And I believe she met him at a bus stop. I don't know what. I think he was driving past the bus stop and he stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why
I'm
the
surprised Jill
relationship.
Sorry, I'm
Scott
trying to
hasn't
find
started.
these flowers to buy for my dad before I forget.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised Jill Scott is not acting more because she's actually pretty. No, what she did the
She
first
doesn't.
episode.
She doesn't.
Yeah,
She hops in and hops out. She got her
I,
money. She got more
yeah,
than
I was
enough
gonna say
money.
I think
So
that's the benefit of having money and having a secure legacy and things that you can hop in and hop out. You don't have to. This gonna sound bad. You don't have to marry J. Blige and sing for Chicken.
Mm.
Although I love Mary J. Blige, we were all shocked. Like,
I mean,
are
her just
you?
holding that mic, walking across the stage like her feet hurt was telling a lot. Sorry. Like that
Like,
scene was just like, girl, it's time to put the mic down now.
why don't we go ahead and retire, Mary? Why don't we
Like,
just
girl,
just
you ain't
relax a
gotta
little?
do all the theatrics. Just sit the fuck down now. Like,
But
think
I
I'm
saw
going down.
an interesting video on YouTube that talked about Mary, Beyonce, Mariah, all these artists, Janet Jackson, why they're still touring. And they're being clearly tired, and it was kind of this conspiracy tin hat kind of thing that they're all afraid, like in the music industry, artists that kind of don't make money through those means anymore. Um, their catalogs are worth so much, right? So then they die, and they kind of alluded to like Michael Jackson, Prince, and things
Well,
like
I
that.
don't think Beyonce has that problem now.
What, with a
I
catalog?
I think she's kind of flipped the script on all of that, and just I think she probably owns a lot more of her catalog than people think.
But I mean, Michael Jackson owns a lot of his catalog and other catalogs, and he still
Michael
turned up.
Jackson owns Sony.
Well, he did, but I'm saying he also turned up dead. Prince owned
That's
a lot of his music. He bought back a lot of his music, and he ended up dead.
that is true. I
In fact,
think I would say
sort
the
of feel like we
last.
should change the subject before
Oh,
the
shut
music
up.
industry catches on. I'm just
I
kidding.
think the last maybe 4 albums. I think Beyonce has a great swath of ownership over them.
Yeah. I do think she has a lot of ownership over it, but like I said, those examples that I gave, they also own their catalogs, and in Michael Jackson's case, he also owned the Beatles catalog. So I
He
mean,
also owns M&M's too.
right, he owned a large portion of music history and wealth, and he still, but it was just interesting, the case the person was building, and that you still have these artists, like even like Patti LaBelle, and there was another artist in her 80s that they were talking about, she's still touring, and I'm like, well, some people, I think, authentically, like Janet Jackson, for example, I don't think Janet Jackson needs the money. I think Auntie Janet likes to be outside.
Not
You
after
know what I
that
mean?
divorce.
Yes.
I just get that impression that she just likes to be outside. She likes to be doing stuff.
I don't
That
think.
was always Janet's thing.
I
Now
think that some
Mary,
people
Mary got had bills after that whole divorce
divorce.
from dude, so she had to rebuild her
She had to go back.
retirement.
He's like, girl, I gotta put these big ass boots on and go back on
And going
stage.
clunking out there. Mariah lives large. She lives lavishly.
Yeah,
Shit, you
but
got to pay for
Mariah can
that
live
sometimes.
for 2 months out of the year. She could be fine. She did all
And
Mariah got to do is
Mariah
make.
also has a lot of writing credits too. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
so like Mariah is actually more fine than what I think people give credit for. She just got to
Yeah,
wait till Christmas roll around, let the song play around and shit. She done.
right. But she also lives lavishly, so you want to take those things into consideration. But it was, I think that, and then they talked about Beyonce, and I was like, yeah, Beyonce does tour a lot, and that's why I think people are like, oh, she's not dancing as much. Shit, she's been touring forever.
But
Give
but
the
it,
woman a
but
break. She's getting a little tired.
it'd be one thing if she went on like a year long stretch of a tour. She doesn't do that anymore. Like Renaissance was
No,
only like 6 months. This one was only like 3 to 4 months. She
that's
only
still a big toll on your body to
It
to
is,
tour like
but
that.
like she only did what 40 shows.
That's a lot.
It is, but like remember back in the day, it used to be like a year long and it used to have
Mhm,
multiple legs. It
mhm.
used to be North America, South America, Asia, you know, Spain and
Has
shit
she
like.
ever toured Asia?
No, she likes to keep Asia
No,
as a place to
Yeah, I don't think she's ever
relax
toured Asia.
no, she hasn't. Nor is South America.
She
because I
she has been to
always
Brazil. She has been to
she has
She
been
Brazil
to Mexico.
wow.
and Mexico, but I don't think she's ever done South America. I mean,
I mean, a lot of people
Asia.
get say like she's never toured South Africa, even though she put out Black is King. But
No, she's not toured it though. I can kind of understand
But it
people in
also
those
like
different places that
yeah,
would
she
want to.
never toured that album. Regardless, like that was just an
Yeah,
album that went out as visuals. It was never something that she
yeah,
put out as like, oh, I'm putting out a tour now after this. Like I don't think
yeah.
it would even work because most of the songs on the album are by other people and her on it.
Mm.
but yeah, my theory on why Beyonce hasn't come to Asia despite like how big of an impact she has in Southeast Asia because the Philippines would love her down to have her.
Mhm.
Um, it's mainly because like when you see her go to Japan, she just finally gets to be a normal person and just kind of like act like a normal person. And the smile she has on her face is just can't be, you can't replace that. So it's just like maybe she doesn't want to go there because she's perfectly fine with the amount of fame that she has there. And it's like the freedom she has to travel and move from one place to another.
I also wonder, like, now that her tours have become so big and so elaborate, in that sense, it costs a lot to get that shit shipped around. Like if you watch the Renaissance film,
Mhm.
she had like 100 and something trucks in 3 different stages set up. So like when one stage was done, when she was done off of one stage, another one was already being built in another city, and another one was being transported to another city. So like
Mhm.
now imagine doing that across Asia and the
Mhm.
Philippines and Thailand and Japan and
Mhm.
and all that, like
Logistics of it. Yeah.
all the
I mean,
planes and the flight, like it's gonna be a
and
lot, and the cargo
honestly,
ships and
most
shit.
artists play to the cities where they have, the most, where you're going to
Yeah,
recoup your money.
and she did go to Europe. She does go to Europe, so let's not act like that she doesn't do
Oh
that.
yeah,
But
I mean,
like,
it's usually Paris and London.
but I also wanted like this the customs situation, like going to other parts of it was like it may not
Mhm.
be as easy as you think to put on a tour and just travel to different parts of the
Oh, I
world.
know
Like,
I
No, no, it's
assume
an
it's not
extremely hard thing.
right,
Even
but
having a tour in the States is a
it's
lot of
hard,
moving parts unless you're like
right?
a rock. There are certain genres of music that have an easier time with it, but when it comes to being an R&B artist, no. For most of any performing R&B artist and or pop artist usually has a much harder time touring because you got to have your dancers, you got to have your band, you got to have your equipment, bus, another bus, club, plane, like you're
Bus,
just expect
another bus,
see
plane,
she got the reference.
bus.
Yeah. And it's just like when Michael Jackson said that he hated touring, I understood
He
exactly
hated
why
touring,
that
he
is
didn't
right?
want to.
that is the funniest Michael Jackson clip ever. I
They
love
said, "What do
that
you want me
clip.
to do? Lie? Yeah, we want you to talk about how
And
you."
then
And
the
he's like,
second
"I
say
love touring."
he said, "I love the tour," and then everybody just starts laughing over the side.
Touring is the best thing in my life. And it's just like
Mhm.
then you have people like Erica Badu where it's just like, no, she just get a band and she gets some singers and then she's up. And
and
But
she
she
it
loves
and
to
also
it
do
can
it.
do the
and
small venues. Like you hear
Yeah.
about her doing very small, more intimate venues. She's not going to do a mega stadium sort of thing because she's not going to sell out a mega stadium sort of thing. So her bread is made in
although
those
some girls
small.
think that they can, even though they cannot.
Well, some people
Yeah.
get a little. I think Lizzo put it best. She's like, I play arenas. Arenas are 20,000 people at best. I don't play
Mhm.
stadiums. I'm not Beyonce. And she's right. Everybody has there's leagues to this. There.
Well, I think when she did Formation Tour, it was more so like I think she did baseball stadiums first, which are
Mhm,
smaller than regular football stadiums, obviously.
mhm,
So that was like probably, or was it that, or was it on the Run tour or something like that, or the Mrs. Carter tour? Like one of them, whatever the first stadium tour she ever did. I think she only did like baseball stadiums. I don't think she
mhm,
did football stadiums
mhm,
immediately. And I think once she got to about, I wouldn't say Renaissance. I'm pretty sure it was like Formation World Tour. That's when she kicked into like, okay, we can do a whole
stadiums.
entire stadium tour. But then I think that's why she condenses them down to less shows. So it's
Mhm.
like instead of doing
Have the people come to it more
like
than me come to
6
the
to
people.
7 months of this, she said, let's do 4, have 5 shows in New Jersey, 5 shows in Vegas, or with this tour at least. Have
Mhm,
5 shows in Jersey, 5 shows in Vegas. We stay put here for a week.
mhm.
We go off and do our own thing after
And you
that.
know what that leads to, right? A residency. Get
Well,
ready for the
well,
Beyonce
well,
Las Vegas residency. How you doing,
from
everybody?
the
Get to know. Need a
way it seems,
drink. All right.
Vegas, the Sphere kicked that can because they gave her an injunction to stop using their image in the fucking thing. So I want her visuals back.
Today. Today they sent an injunction. Tomorrow they send flowers. Boovie, you
I
still
would like
mad about that? Come
I
on.
would not
There's
even,
money to be made.
given the production value she puts on for her shows,
Mhm.
from like Renaissance to Formation to this tour to Cowboy Carter. I'm wondering what, like, she could. I'm not questioning if she can't, but I'm wondering how big of space would it have to be for her to do the show that she probably would want to do. Like the
I mean,
Sphere
but
is
that's
cool, but it's like it needs to be bigger than that, and that's saying a lot.
I don't think so. That's Vegas specialty, right? To throw these to put on these big productions. If they can bring a water, a pool as large as all outdoors inside to do the what is the Bellagio, and to do they can accommodate her vision. And
I
then
will.
it's not a vision that has to move now. It's a vision that can stay in place, so it can be as big and as grand as she wants to be. And I think
Well,
I
it's
think the
also the
hotel. I think
desire of
that's one of
her
the
to want to
best
do it too,
places, huh?
because it's also the desire of her wanting to do it because she's 44
Oh
now.
yeah, she has to want
She
to do
just
it.
finished this tour. If she does come out with another album, which is more so slated to be next year, she'll be 46 when that tour either wraps or in the midst of it. Is she gonna want to do a residency at 47?
It's not that
Celine
she might not
Dion,
want
how?
to, but also we have to remember that Remy and
Hmm.
Sir,
Sir,
Hmm.
yeah, Remy and Sir,
They're school
um,
age
they'll be like
teenagers.
yeah, they'll
11,
be in
11 or
yeah, they'll
12
be
by
like
that point.
11, and she might just want to be there for her kids at that point.
Hmm.
So either she does a residency just for them, or
Hmm.
just so that way she can do that for them. But it's like, does she want to do does she
But I
want to
don't.
do Vegas?
But I think like
Isn't
just like
that
Tina.
why Mariah? Like I'm sure that's some of the factors of why Mariah took a residency, and Celine Dion, and
Well,
those big
she was
mega
always a
stars.
Vegas girl. She was always a Vegas residency girl. Even though she did do world tours and shit, she was always gonna be like, "Bro, this is Vegas." Let me see.
Mhm.
You know?
But like even like oh shit, I just lost my train of thought. But I was about to say something like Blue would be like 16 at that point.
Mhm.
And it's like,
Yeah.
but I don't think. But oh, this is what I'm saying. I just like Tina. I don't think Beyonce and them likes to stay in America. I think they prefer to be over in like Europe, like in Paris and like Italy and shit like that. I
But
think they
not to
were
They
tour
like to
because
be in
they do.
places where they can be more human.
not to tour, but just to live. Like they
But I
can
mean,
Yeah.
have
even
a home in
even
LA, but they like
but even with the Vegas residency, you realize when you look at the schedule, they only do a couple of dates and then they take a break and then they do a couple of dates. They do it almost like a moving tour. You know what I
well,
mean? So to
Adele.
give dancers a break and
Yeah, Adele did
so
her residency and she just
yeah.
did weekends, which I was
Trust
like,
me, girl. If somebody comes up with the right price, and I'm sure Jay-Z is like, yeah, no, that price not quite right yet. They come up with the right price. Beyonce will
I'm
have a
pretty sure that's
residency,
been
and
in
it'll
talks.
probably be one of the best residencies Vegas has ever seen. It'll be like welcoming all the Negroes and Negresses back to Vegas. Like, come niggas, spend your money in Vegas.
Oh my god.
Save Vegas.
All right, let's get to the movie of the week. This one's is Star Mother's Choice. Um,
I don't even know. So it's been a few weeks since I had last talked about it, but I was real quick about it, and now I can't remember what in the world I put. But yeah. Oh,
Little Shop of Horrors.
little shop
Little
of
Shop of
horrors.
Horrors.
Oh, 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 oh no.
all right, you can go ahead on.
So I chose Little Shop of Horrors for my movie of the week, even though I guess it is a little early and it's not Halloween, but
Spooky season.
it is about to be spooky season. And I liked Little Shop of Horrors mainly just because, like, despite the main cast being white, they had some powerhouse names in that movie. Some powerhouse names in that movie. Who sang that thing down. And then on top of that, for some reason, Little Shop of Horrors makes me cry. We get to somewhere that's green, and Seymour's my friend, and I'm a little baby. I am bawling like a baby, and I never
In the
understand why.
corner and shivering.
Yes, because it's just like I want more for Audrey. Because I just really want too much for Audrey. I just want Audrey to be happy. Yeah.
Mm.
Good old Rick
Damn.
Moranis.
Yeah. But
I
that's just
love the
me.
fact that he retired from the industry to take care of his family after his wife passed away, I believe.
Oh, I love
And like
that.
he's
I hope
now
he
starting
gets
to come back
residuals.
again, which is sweet.
Oh.
But like, I remember him from like Honey I Shrunk the Kids and like all those movies. And Honey I Blew Up the Baby.
Oh yeah, that's him.
Yes, that was
Dang,
him.
Mhm.
I haven't
There was
seen
also
Honey
a
I Shrunk
TV.
the Kids in forever.
There was also a TV show about that too, but that was a different concept. It was a different family and everything, but it was still.
Mm,
The powerhouse that you were
yeah,
talking about, Tichina Arnold's and
Mhm.
what the hell is this woman's name? I know this woman's name. What is her name? I can't remember it now.
I just
Help
remember
me.
her for "I'm Still Here."
Tichina Arnold's and Tisha Martin,
Dang,
Tisha
my wife.
Campbell.
Yes, Tisha Campbell. Because I was like, my
I
wife and kids.
I do not know who the third one is. I never did, so please forgive me. I do apologize.
I do know that she recently has passed, and like her castmates did put some messages out. But yeah, they had some strong voices, and they were like
They were singing
mid to early
down,
teens for this song or for
right?
this production. So I was just like, hey, yo.
They were singing down.
Mm-hmm. This is a good
Um,
production. It was a good,
this
good movie.
movie as a concept is very interesting. So essentially, it's just a plant that falls from outer space that needs humans to survive, and then gets
Feed
too
me,
big to where
feed
then
me.
it becomes too much and everything. So, um, yeah, a good movie. I've seen it. It is an
Very
interesting movie.
campy kind of movie.
This is the only
It
time you will ever see what is this man's name again? Why do I keep forgetting people's names? I must be hungry. What is this his name?
The hunger. Feed me, feed me.
Oh my god, I know this man's name. I'm actually a fan of his, and I cannot remember his name right now. He does shit with Martin Short, but what is his name though?
Oh, Steve Martin,
it's,
Is it Steve? That's not Steve Martin.
the guy looking in the mouth there. Steve Martin.
yes.
Feed
Am I
me.
crazy?
No, what you're lacking carbs, and your brain likes
Oh, it
carbs.
is Steve
You're
Martin.
getting
Okay,
you're getting a
I am.
fall.
Yes,
At
this is the
least
only
you're
time.
not
Yeah.
getting defensive and wanting to swing on us. It's like,
This is the only time you will see him with dark hair. So
But yeah, that was I remember the first time I saw it was a few years ago. One of my friend I saw it in community theater production, and one of
I
my
was gonna
friends
say
had
you
done
never
it.
seen it live.
No, I saw it live before I saw the movie. um and I had a really good time. My friend, oh my gosh, that production was such a fucking mess. Not because it was bad, like they had a good cast, but their Seymour did one show and then he dropped out. So then my friend's boyfriend, now fiance, soon to be husband, had to step in and learn all the lines within a week. Like he had been
Oh,
helping as like a
there was no
stagehand.
understudy.
No, most community theaters don't have Hutter studies because it's just like we're not running the show for that long. It's only like maybe 2, 3 weekends.
Why do
Hmm.
you do one show and then drop out?
I'd have
That's
been
so
a
fucking
Seymour
stupid.
reading my lines
He
off the thing. Reading
Yeah,
my
he
lines off
thought.
the line. Wait a minute. My line?
Well,
Okay.
we figured something out. He did a great job. He did a great job, but it was he didn't like his performance. He thought it was really shitty. There was some technical issues with the mics, and he just overall was like, "I don't want my name associated with this." And it's just like, "Sir, it's not that deep. Just finish the
Go fuck
show.
yourself.
Just finish
Community
the run."
theater chef.
And he would like have the nerve and audacity and be like, "I'm also writing my own show, so if any of you guys want to volunteer and or like would like to be a part of that, please go ahead and audition." It's just like,
Be a part
"Sir,
of
you
your shit.
burn
Right.
nobody, and like lest you become famous,
Baby, you
nobody is
burn
going to audition for
bridges.
that." Yes,
Goodbye.
community theater is not friendly to people who drop out mid show
Nor
or
should it
tech week.
be. Why would
No,
you?
well,
Yeah, why would you
mm,
do that? You screwed everybody
but
over.
yeah, you
I still
made
gotta go
life
see Death Becomes
10
Her.
times hard, especially as
Right.
as the male lead. It's one
Right.
thing if you're just an extra, we can find something to fill in the space. But the
Right.
male lead, they had a
Thank
video
you.
production for
If your
someone that
line all was doop 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 bop doop bop, we can replace you. But you the lead? Come on.
now we got to find a whole new Seymour, and we have 1 week. 1 week.
With no understudy. That's pretty good for him to learn all the
That's
lines in
that
1 week.
bullshit right there.
hmm
All
He
right.
was, but yeah.
Mm.
Then I saw the movie one night when me and my friends were stuck it was free on YouTube, and I was stuck in fucking the Midwest, the North Midwest. And then for some reason the YouTube algorithm keeps bringing me like the newest production, and them black girls make me laugh every time.
Mm.
Mm.
Where exactly is the North Midwest? I've never heard it described. It
Not
kind of sounds exotic, like
that
yeah,
North Midwest.
Canada.
Like somewhere close to it. I don't think it was Chicago, but I can't remember what airport we were in. I just remember
I'm
because of bad
officially
weather,
gonna call
we were going.
Chicago the North Midwest now.
Or
Are you
South
from
Dakota.
the North Midwest?
I
Chicago?
I really can't remember where we were. I just know we were going from Southern California back to Maryland, and we got stuck in a few places in between because flights kept getting canceled. And then we had one overnight thing, and we had to move from like inside the terminal to outside the terminal and finding someplace comfortable to stay. It was a lot. It was a lot.
No, further north,
All right, let's
Detroit.
move on because she's gonna keep doing this bullshit. I'm gonna show Star Mother's um
Moment.
yeah.
What's my screen?
I think I remember what that one was about. And to all the viewers at home, I just want you to know that we do care about you here.
And then the next time you take her out, she's like, my girlfriends are coming. You go, okay, cool. And then it escalates to a point where straight women start showing up to gay bars in groups without any gay people. And so that's when you reach a point that if it goes any further, it goes downhill. Then you're at 50% straight women at the gay bar on a regular night out. And see what happens then is the straight men catch wind of it and they go, well, all of the girls are at this bar. Let's go meet the girls at this bar. So now the safe space that gay people had that straight women infiltrated has become the space for straight women, and now the straight men know that the straight women are there, and it slowly but surely turns into a straight bar. And now we are down another safe space. Do you get it? My problem with...
Now do black people. That's a good point. The truth.
Yes, and I remember I found that, and like I immediately sent it to Ken to have it as the moment, and it was mainly just because like we complain about community, and the sanctity of spaces is a really hard line to draw because everybody wants to say it's discrimination. Nobody wants to be cast out, and then there's capitalism when it comes to these bars, where it's just like, hey, we're not really in a space where we can just deny people their money, and how do you say like, hey, you got to kiss at the door or else you got to pay a higher fee.
With tongue.
No little pegs. You got to like
full on.
Like tongue. It's got to be like Norbert and Rasputia at the wedding. Open your mouth.
There you go. It's got to go down at the door.
This may be a little bit like I think there's too much homophobia for this to happen in black spaces. I'm sorry, in black.
Say again.
I think there's too much homophobia for it to happen in black queer spaces.
For black men to go to gay bars?
Yeah, I don't see.
I don't know.
I get what they're talking about.
If the bitches be there, that sounds so white.
To gay bars.
Let me. If the bitches be there.
I've gone to gay bars and I've seen plenty of girls in there, and I'm like, I don't see a straight man walking in this motherfucker right now.
So what I can say, that might just be a New York thing, but also New York has more than enough other spaces where it's not necessarily really a problem.
Right.
But in places like Hawaii, there's only one gay bar. And by the time I was leaving, or not gay bar, gay club, there was only one real gay club.
That's not good.
Yeah, it was really sad. And it's just one, money, two, infrastructure. Like there was like only really one place that was big enough to do it. I don't know if they're still open, but if not, RIP Scarlets. If you're still alive, please keep living Scarlets.
And for women, it would be a safety issue. You know, where can I safely go to a club and enjoy myself without the fear of men? Gay club makes sense, makes total sense from a woman's, straight woman's perspective. Gay man perspective, it's like, no, you bring danger with you because you bring straight men with you.
Like inevitably, you will become the bane of the existence of this place. Because by the time I was leaving Hawaii, all the Marines, straight, bi, gay, didn't matter. They were all going to go to Scarlet's because Scarlet's was a great place to turn up. And I don't think they ID'd at the time.
That's where the women were.
And so like, I'm over here trying to find a man for, just to keep me company, maybe entertain me for the night. Not like actually like inside the bedroom, but more so like I'm here sober. So therefore I have to do something else to get something out of this experience. Like the music is okay.
A long time.
But
I said I'm going to be sober for such a long time.
Oh, you're gonna love it because then you get to be a lightweight again. And that's
not a good thing.
Every day sober. This is stone stinking sober.
I remember one time Nico was going on about like all the drugs.
Your skin does look lovely when you're sober.
All the drugs he was on for his mental health and everything like that. And I was just like, girl, you got a whole pharmacy over there. Like, okay, Ken, I'm sorry you get the raw dog through life. And I'm like, no, I just have tools to help you through life. That's just what I'm saying.
Well,
you get to sharpen your other tools for life. You are raw dog in life.
I will definitely say when it comes to people who are medicated. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, but if you're using 12 substances to try to keep peace, maybe we need to talk about your social connections, because it sounds
Might be a
like
problem.
you might need to create the community, and some people have community, but then they don't do nothing
Oh.
with it. They don't put no weight on it. And when you don't put no weight on your community, then all you got is just people playing in your face. Sometimes the
So like
community
you're
just moves on without you.
talking directly at somebody here.
I mean, I think he's talking to a lot of people that want to live.
Little shop of
Uh,
horrors.
the back to what we were back to the moment is like yes, okay. That is a real thing that can happen and probably has happened where there are
It
spaces
does
that
happen.
Mhm.
and yes, I just say for me, like I don't, specifically in black queer spaces, I don't know how much straight men are gonna walk into a gay bar and be like, "Oh, girls is up in here," and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is you doing up in here?"
You'd be surprised as it becomes
I'm not saying
harder
it's not possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's like chances are gonna be a little bit slimmer than that too.
and I think it's also
So
generational because it is women are tapping out of uh, being found by men, meaning we're
Hmm.
not making ourselves as accessible to men
And we give women much more of a safer space to be in because we just
because
want
you're
you to
not going to
enjoy.
bother us.
Because like no, we'll have fun with you. We'll praise you. We'll say, "Girl, you look good tonight. This outfit is banging and everything." Like we're gonna be more of a safe space for you than you go into some hood ass club looking
Right,
crazy.
you're not a threat. I can still go to. I have to worry less about covering my drink. I have to worry
Exactly.
less about someone following me home. I have to worry less about someone, even if someone does engage me, and want to, go home with me or whatever. A no is a no, and I can feel that they'll accept that no. You know what I mean? It's just a safer space, and it's shitty that we can't make all spaces safer for people, for women, for gay men, for trans women, for trans men. Shitty that we have to have those set up communities where people feel, protected and safe. But and who is it who's always the villain that we never say it? You ready? Straight ass men. They're always the fucking villain. I mean, if
and
we just work together and beat their ass, think about how better the world would be.
if they were just afraid of somebody for once, except for
Mm-hmm.
themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I
Because
will
they see
say,
a straight man is
Because
terrified of
they
another
really
straight
be
man.
acting like, "Oh, I don't want to go to gay bar. I don't want some guy to try to flirt with me." I'm like, sis, you
Because
have
I
to be
don't
attractive
want
for that. That person
no,
would
no,
have to
no.
find you attractive for that to happen. You do know
It's
that,
not
right?
that, Ken. I don't want to be treated like I treat women. I don't want to be objectified in that way. And if I move
Now,
into a space where there are gay men, there is that possibility that I will be treated that way. That's why they're terrified of prison and all these, all these places, because they're terrified that the way that I have treated and accept the treatment of women will happen to me.
Now, here's the thing: to the people who decide to work at those because they're attractive and they're cute and shit like that. Let me just tell you this right now: I'm not saying you deserve to be objectified or you shouldn't, or it's a right to be objectified, but you knew exactly what you was doing when you got a job working here.
you
In them
can
booty
be
Just
shorts,
saying.
upset about if you're if
boy,
your
get out of
job is
here.
to look pretty, if your
Right.
job is to look pretty, you must therefore accept the
If you
price of
got
being
muscles and
pretty.
you walk around in a tank top and shit like that,
And
honey,
booty shorts.
you already knew what the
Yeah,
call was
and you
when
want
you
tips.
joined this group.
Thank you. You better take
And
this
you
little
want
$5
tips.
tip in your booty shorts and go on about your business.
Like you better be happy that you still getting tipped at the end of the night. Don't act all
You
funny
can't
and shit like that. You chose this job.
Take this little $5 right there under your little U-Ha and
And
go on with
security
life.
guards, I have a great deal of respect for a lot of security guards who I've seen. They always have a great deal of respect for the people who, especially they want to protect the dudes in the club and also be like, hey, we're not doing this tonight. Y'all the same way too. You working at this establishment, baby, have an ounce of respect for everybody who walks through the door. That
May I
is
say
it.
this? Having been to clubs like that, I have in no way, shape, or form wanted to put a sweaty $5 bill on a sweaty man, like a go-go dancer that's been dancing all night. I don't. Mm-mm. I'm
and
always
Ian did
like,
Ian did that
here,
once
take it,
because he said
take
that
it, please.
because
Just put
Nico
it
said he
away.
knew the Go-Go Boy, which is no surprise. But,
God bless. But I was gonna say one thing in terms of the black community and black straight men going into gay bars, they don't start in black queer spaces, they start in white queer spaces.
which I don't know why they're not that good.
It's not that they're not that good. You don't have to worry about your own peers looking at you, perceiving you, and rumors starting as much
So
because
you rather
there's
be
that.
fetishized by them? That's even worse.
They're
Hey,
fetishized by white women,
it's
so why wouldn't it be fetishized by white men?
it's that I'm not so black men, black, there's a problem with like black men not liking other black men, like colorism and so on and so forth. We support black love. I support love wherever it's being served at the table and being respectful. But in my experience, when it comes to straight men in gay bars and black people or black straight men in gay bars, it always is a trickle down effect of first, they're not necessarily looking for other black women
Or black men.
and or black men, and they know that if they go to those bars, one, they can get free drinks because somebody's
Because
gonna
they're
say
being
like,
objectified.
being objectified, they're gonna try to change their mind and be like, why don't you try me for a shot for a swipe
Won't you
and see what
try me,
happens?
brown sugar?
Yeah, and then on top of that,
Do
they
white
also
men
know
do
that they're
that to black men? Do they call them brown sugar? Because
some of them.
white men will do that to black women. Hey,
They'll either
chocolate.
call them.
Hey,
I've
brown
heard.
sugar.
I've heard. I've been called
Oh, what are
chocolate.
you
I
wrong
have
with
been
you?
called chocolate, and I've been said, "Hey, I can just leave right now. Don't ever do that again."
Yeah.
Um,
I've been called caramel. Again, what's wrong with you, sir?
yeah, don't bring
That
color
sounds like a
into this.
tripping
We were
name.
having a good time.
Right. Don't objectify me into.
Right.
I've been called caramel, not even in an intimate setting, just like walking through the fucking airport. Hey, caramel, can I talk to you
Well,
for a
if
second?
somebody calls you sunshine, you probably be happy.
Sunshine. I don't want to. Walking through an airport, you don't want to be called anything. You want to be left the fuck alone. I want to get to my flight, and get there and get to the
Oh,
gate
wait,
and
wait,
sit
wait.
there
Are
and
you
wait.
a 1 hour person or a 3 hour person for your flights?
International. So international, I'm a 2 3 hour person. I will go to Starbucks. That's when I get the Starbucks and I have a little blanket around my shoulder and I'm like, yes, I'm fine. Premium, not economy. She didn't call economy, just premium. Yes, that's me.
Okay. So it's just like for me, I do not want to be perceived until I find my gates. I am a 2 or 3 hour person. I'm a 2 or 3 hour person. My first objective when I get past TSA is I need to find my gate.
Where's my
I
gate?
need to
All right. I
yes,
got about
I need
two
to confirm
hours
where
to
my gate is.
objectify me.
Yes, I need to find where my gate is, know where it is, know that it's still there. Okay, cool. Now I'm about to go take my happy ass to the American Express lounge or whichever lounge is
That's what I was
open.
gonna say.
And
I want to go lounge it. Don't objectify
yes.
me in the lounge.
Oh my
Ew.
Oh
god!
no, I want to be objectified in the lounge because that
I'll
means
have
they
to
got
say,
money too.
I have to say one more
Oh.
thing about the bar scene. So like, this is one time I was in a bar. It was kind of empty, but like, this is older gay guy that I've seen more than once. I call him Sinbad because he kind of looks like Sinbad. I hate to say it like that, but he's like a big, tall, a big light skinned older gay.
Totally
So
into you. Totally into you. Won't say no
no,
more.
this is not about me. So
Okay.
one time he came in with a Christian Dior bag, but my friend Courtney looked at it and was like, "Bitch, that bag ain't real." I said, "Bitch, she got
It's
that
the
on Canal
flex.
Street. What's she playing right now?"
She ain't bringing her good shit around you niggas.
but
Shit.
now, but then,
I mean, that also is true. It's just like, why would I bring my real products over to a club where
but
somebody might
then
ruin it?
Oh,
Right. Oh
speaking of
God.
bags, my sister keeps trying to convince me that I'm not going to take care of my spray ground bag that I bought. So now she keeps trying to hint that she's going to take care of it for me. It's like, no, you're not. You're not taking my bags.
Do you keep your bags in a what is it, the dust bags and all that
It
stuff?
doesn't have one, but it's not a type of material that'll collect dust like that.
Um,
Mm.
Anyway,
your
the,
sister's
the,
right. Give it to your sister.
no, I'm not. That's my bag. I spent good money on that shit.
Take the
I
hint.
It's
didn't get
his
invited.
bag.
I'll
That's
say
his
this.
purse.
I'll say this. I'll say this because of that bag. I didn't. Well, not because of that, but I didn't get invited to lunch, which made me want to go buy that bag even more.
Because
I'll
of
tell
that
that
bag,
story.
you didn't get invited to
No,
lunch.
because I didn't get invited to a lunch. I just went and bought me a bag.
Oh. I thought you were going to tell us a really interesting story about doing something strange for some change for the bag. I was like, ooh,
I
yeah.
was in
Then it does have
Provincetown when this
some.
happened.
Ken,
No, that didn't happen.
Kenneth
Then
ain't
you
that
have
kind of
some.
girl. Kenneth is not that kind of girl.
Okay, Hugh. But the thing is, like, he one time came into the bar and he had this young dude with him. He had to
Mm.
be over 21 because he got in there too. But it was very clear that he's young, and I think he's also DL. And
Okay.
at one point, he started to get a little attitude because he was just sitting there waiting for him to order his drinks and shit like that. And I'm like, girl, you're supposed to keep this at home because when the attitude and the anger start, that's when violence comes behind that, and we don't need this in
Hmm.
here. Keep that at
Exactly.
home. Clearly, he don't want to be out here in the streets.
Mm.
That's all I got to say.
Reminds me of my last movie request or my last movie. But anyways,
Oh, with
um,
the violence. You know
Yes,
what? It
but it,
So
reminds me of
bad.
my new obsession. My new obsession is watching horror grinder stories, and they do it through animation. Oh my god.
ooh,
I
okay. I
The
love
need you
amount
to
it.
of
send the
times,
link.
I
the
will
amount of
send it
I
to
need
times
you.
you to.
she sent me grinder stories, grinder messages that got turned into songs is ridiculous.
I've never
I
sent me
just,
that one. I've never heard that one either.
What's his take on?
I just always You would think. I don't know. I just don't know what to expect from men anymore. Maybe I
I
should
don't want to
just
try it.
stop expecting. But it's just like it's fine if you're
Listen,
going.
I've been disappointed for the past 4.5 weeks, so I give up on people.
I
You
just
give
need
up on
somebody. Build rapport before you objectify me. Please just build enough rapport where I'm invested into the
If you're
conversation.
gonna
That's
objectify me,
all.
at least do it good. Like, don't just
and
be
you have
Yes,
petty.
two
I
like
like
hours before
fight.
this flight to build some rapport with me.
It's like if you're gonna
yes, like
objectify me, at least be good at it. Like if you're gonna be bad at it, then it's like this is not good. But if you're gonna be good at it, then
if
I'm
Actually,
I,
like, what the fuck's
if
the
I have
I
point?
30
had
minutes
that.
on my flight, no, now is the time to just go ahead and make your decision because otherwise I got a flight to get onto. I'm about to start my boarding.
I actually had that happen on a flight. It was a young guy too, and he had his guitar and everything. A young Latino guy, and he just struck up a conversation with me. I was flying out to California to visit my sister, so I was minding my business, just because I'm a little old lady. Who's gonna objectify a little old lady? And he just started. Well, yeah, that was I should have known better. He just started talking
Mm,
to me, and my dumb ass, because I've gotten into a phase of life, flirting doesn't register with me anymore because I don't I don't flirt with anybody. They don't flirt with me. You just kind of like walk through life. So when people start flirting with you and kind of, noting things about you, it can kind of go over your head. But yeah, but the way he did it when he commented on my skin tone, it wasn't in a brown sugar or caramel kind of way. It was in the texture and softness of it, and it was just a more meaningful compliment, like, like, oh shit, and it was so meaningful that he touched me, and I didn't, like, well, I didn't have my mace because they won't allow you, but I didn't,
you didn't recoil.
right, recoil and jump up like, don't fucking touch me, stranger danger, I don't
It
know you,
was it
that's
was
not what I
more it
perceive.
was more sensitive and more affectionate rather
It
than
was more
being
affectionate, and so I was,
objective and aggressive. So
after I thought about it, I was like, I believe that young man was flirting with me. Hmm, interesting.
oh, look at that.
Look at
The only
that.
time I know a man is flirting with me is when he asks me my age. Don't ask me why in the world. That's what makes it happen. But it's just like
Make sure you legal.
I must be, and I don't even think these men are that much older than me, which tells me at least I look great. I look
The
fine.
last man that was flirting with me literally had a boyfriend, so I don't give a shit.
Well,
Hey,
yeah,
men,
but you were in a situation too. You
a
were in a
dog
boys
is gonna
club
be a dog.
situation.
He'll go
Yeah.
where he's
That
fed.
shit was funny. At that, me and Zaquan was laughing so hard when that happened. I was peeing myself in the corner. I
I
tell that
mean, you
story
have some
another
people
time.
that's always going to try it, and straight men, well, even gay men, I guess, masculine presenting men are always going to try it.
Sitting over there, cleaned up with his boyfriend, trying to flirt with me 4 hours earlier than that. I'm like, girl, what the?
Because what are you going to do but say no? Okay, then I go
But
to the
then there's
next
a
I
person.
question of
I
maybe
surely
there.
didn't talk
I
to
know
him.
that you're not open, and you would not be open to putting yourself in an open situation in the sense of like you being
I
not in between two people, but it's just like you don't want to be with a man who's with another, who's with
I'll be
somebody
like
already.
this: as if you are in an open relationship, then I think you need to tell your boyfriend that you are, because I don't think he knows that. I think you do. He
Oh,
does it.
Might. What if he did? What if his boyfriend was like, "Yeah, I'm open to it. Come
I
on."
highly doubt it. The way
But
he was
but
clinging,
I'm
the way he
okay.
was clinging to him, he is not in a
I'm
relationship.
asking you though, hypothetically, what if he were? What if he said, "Yeah, yeah, we both would. Yeah."
Then he approached it wrong.
So you
fair.
wouldn't be you wouldn't be interested?
No,
Mm.
you don't
Ken
just tell
is
me that.
he's very pragmatic.
He's
If
Yeah,
a
she
one
wasn't as
horse
prag,
kind of girl.
yeah. I
but
respect that some people are in open relationships. It's just like
Mhm.
you got that the way that you guys talk about communication. You
Mhm.
need to communicate that with some other people. You can't just
Mhm.
expect people to be okay with it just because you want to break the stigma. I'm like, sweetheart, you that has to be relayed to every person that you want to have this interaction with. If you don't feel like that's necessary information, then you tell somebody after the fact and like, okay, now you're just lying and
Mhm.
being dishonest, and that's not funny.
I feel like I know the answer, but what about you, Star Mother? What if somebody sashayed up to you and told you, my partner's okay with it. You look over at the partner winks at you like, yeah, I'm okay with it. Come on.
Sachet. What the fuck? Is he in
Sachet.
what is he in a wrap dress?
Shut up. What would
Is he in a wrap dress and some heels? What the fuck is he doing? Sachet.
Sachet. I don't know.
It depends on the space that I'm at. If I'm being a tourist, if I'm someplace I'm not going to be long, and I'm not going to do a threesome because I'm just not in that headspace where it's just like I'm ready to be Eiffel Towered.
Or passed around like a.
Yeah, no, like I can. And then on top of that, like I know what kind of luck I have with things that come to me, and the things that come to me are never small. I get very big packages at my door a lot. And therefore it's just like, I don't know if I can you want me to take this once, but now you're trying to ask me to do it twice. And y'all got 2 different body tempos.
I guess this is a conversation we can have another time about like the whole landscaping of like open relationships and shit like that. Because like I will always say, like, to each their own. Whatever relationship works for you and your partner, go for it. Do what benefits the both of you. But I think that while some of them like to say that it's mostly the stigma of people who are non-monogamous, who like try to make it seem like they're just it's an idea that they want people to try, but they also say you should do what you want, and it's kind of like a contradiction, if that makes sense.
I hear what you're saying.
It's like, oh, you tell people to be in a relationship they want, but then you get offended. But then if you ask the person for an open relationship and they say no, it's like, well, what's wrong with that? Like, I hate when people do that because it's like they're telling you what they don't want. What they want. Even if they tried it, they probably still wouldn't enjoy it. So like,
it's disingenuous because you didn't speak of it in the beginning. You weren't open about it.
You didn't. Why am I learning about this once we're already settled and committed? Why did I not learn about this when we were dating and trying to figure out what we wanted?
And then, and if you did,
now it's manipulation. It's manipulation.
If you did have that conversation and you didn't bother to, and you wait, and you knew that I didn't want this, and you did, but you still stayed in a relationship. This is not my problem that we're still together. It's your problem. You could have, like, why did we prolong this then? I couldn't.
That's when it becomes manipulation. It's
like I can't give you the relationship you want, and there is no half medium in this. And I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, well, I'm going to go explore this, or you can stay here. I'm like, you can.
But that's the hope, right? The hope in a lot of those things. The hope in a lot of those things is for you to say, well, I'm going to stay here in this, and you can do what you want. And that, oh, really? So it was never really a monogamy sort of thing, or I'm sorry, a polyamory sort of thing. It was a cheating sort of thing.
Yeah.
I want the comfort of cheating, but knowing that you're going to be here when I come back. I don't
there are
want to
some men who
go.
I mean, there's always a conversation, and we may have already had this conversation, but it's just like there are people who are polyamorous. There are people who have a very high sex drive, and then there are people who like to cheat, specifically like to be underhanded, like being sneaky, like the thrill of trying not to be caught and then being caught, or however so it works. And it's just like one of these people definitely shouldn't be in a relationship. Another one of these people should redefine their relationship with sex. And one of these people is maybe healthy, and like as long as everybody knew what they were getting into, we can't be mad about what happens in second and third order effects. It was just the way the story was going to progress. What are we talking about?
So yeah,
we all have to come to.
We'll definitely talk about this a later date, because this is a conversation. Maybe we'll save it for Nico, because he has a tendency to deal with people who are
Yeah.
Nico.
I'm sorry. I know he's at a funeral right now. Let me not make fun of this man.
I'm sorry, Nico. I really am sorry.
I feel like LaShawn fuck with some. Never mind. All right.
LaShawn.
So we made it an hour and 10 minutes.
Right.
We come to the end. We come to the end of our lovely episode.
Yes, because I have to eat dinner.
Yeah, I have to.
And I have to eat breakfast.
I have overtime tomorrow.
I love how we're on so different times. And you have to eat air, okay?
I'm about to just like down a gallon of water so I can have something in my stomach right now. Thank you all for joining us for this part of this
season. Hand me some pork chops.
Fuck off, Yvonne. Thank you all for enjoying this season with us. As part of it, we've been very grateful for all of you who have been viewing us and watching us and enjoying
I think
content
there's still some German chocolate cake that I made the other day down there too.
Do you want to be muted again? Remember
You
who was
know,
proud to
just
do
remember,
that.
Yvonne. Remember, Yvonne. Eventually, we're gonna have the rights to do this ourselves, and
Yeah,
then
I
we'll
feel like if
control the
that's gonna
room.
hurt my feelings, I can sit here silent. Like,
Just serving
No, you can't.
looks, looks.
No, you can't. You can't sit here silent if we say something that hurts your soul. What'd you say? What's it? Silence. hmm
No, because we have to do it the same way he does it to us in the middle of when we're about to say something.
hmm Just silence him. Or even better, when he's about to say something, we silence him and then we do our makeup. What'd you say, Kay?
all
I
I'm doing is
can't hear
reapply
you.
the lip gloss. Yeah, I act
I
like I'm
can't
doing a
hear
whole
you
beat
because
for the moment.
I'm checking my mascara.
I forgot to put mascara on actually.
Oh,
But
God.
yes, we will be back. We'll try to shoot for October. We're probably gonna take September off. We'll try to shoot back for October, but if not, then we'll come back a little bit later than that. Thank you to everyone who has watched us and enjoyed
When we come
us.
back in October, I may be doing some travel. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do the show while I'm traveling. I'll be in a different time zone like Star Mother, but
If
who
I can do it while
knows?
traveling, why can't you do it while
I
traveling?
know. It's so excited. I'm going to
Make
be on
sure
a
you get
cruise
that
ship.
hotel view. We need the hotel view.
I'll be in Panama, so there'll be a hotel view one week. Well, we don't do it every week. We do it every other week. So I have to see if I'm either in Panama or the Bahamas. If I'm in Bahamas, I'll try to bring you some sexy men.
We'll definitely be coming back
Yes.
with a live stream as well. Hopefully, have some more of our friends on and everything like that. Thank you all so much once again. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, Star Mother. It's always a pleasure doing this podcast with people who
It is.
actually are enjoyable.
I
We
enjoyed
should
both of
invite
you.
Dr. Raquel Martin.
Dr.
Who?
Mar, Dr. Mar, I love
Dr.
her.
Raquel.
In
Exactly.
Nashville, she's a therapist. Oh, she's wonderful. And she went to my alma mater, Tennessee State University. That way,
Oh,
you would
great. So
have
you better
two.
go ahead
Mhm.
and squeeze that wheel for us then. Go ahead and put some oil on that wheel and be like, hey, we would love to hear your response on this thing. Because
But
you like are very she's a historian and a
yes, she's
psychologist.
brilliant. I would love to have her on. I would love to have Cindy on. The okay, but can we talk about it, girl? She's in
Oh,
Atlanta. I would love to
yes.
have her on. There's so many people that I think would just be so much fun to have on and have so much to say, especially to our black queer audience, that it would be fantastic.
I
But
would
yes,
love
she
to
went
have
to Tennessee
Cindy on
State
because her and
University.
Kay have a whole lot in common in terms of celibacy. I mean, for different reasons, but still.
hmm hmm And we both went to Tennessee State University, and we both live in the Nashville area.
So what I'm hearing is you can grease that wheel for us. Thank you.
I don't
Thank
know
you.
that woman, but I can send a thirsty
You're closer to
DM.
knowing her than we are, all
I
right?
can send
I'm
a
in
thirsty
Japan. She's
DM
in
just
New
like
York.
anybody else. Hey girl, how you
Okay,
doing?
and y'all gonna be paying for that booking fee. Thank you all for joining us. We love you so much, and we see you all
I
in the
guess be
next one.
fundraising. I'll start a car wash.
Bye bye.
Oh, you could
Bye.
do it topless. Shake them titties.
I ain't got
Shake
no